Okay, so we have the base of our soles, but in the end here, we have to kind of push them upward. Let's see if we can do it from here. I think we can. We can push them like this. If we can't, we can always extrude a piece of the geometry here, but it could be a little bit of a problem. Let's try it, by the way. Let's just try it. Extrude a piece of geometry, which is very convenient, those three geometry things. Polygroup, Alt, drag, click, it's another polygroup, push it like this a little bit, and then extrude it upward with extrude polygroup all. Should be nice. Pretty professional, right? Yes. Let's see, by the way, how it is. Okay. Looking good. But this area here I don't like that much. I mean, we should probably move this and move also this a bit. And also here we may add some polygons, like insert in here. And it depends how your geometry is kind of working out. You can have a little bit of a different result, which is okay. But you got the idea how to do it, basically. And maybe we will add another polygon in here, polyloop. It will go through the end here in the back, which is not a problem. So we can make it like this and this. Yeah, we'll just relocate some edges just to see what's happening. What is happening here? I am not super happy with our result, but probably it will be fine. Yeah, we have to just see it with the subdivisions and just figure out what to do. I'll inflate it a bit so it goes over the 3D sketch. Alright. It's kind of fine. I mean, I don't hate it, which is a good step forward, a good step for our relationship with this soul and with the boot as a whole also. It's a good step towards the piece that we will have at some point with them. What I'm talking about? You asking? I'm not sure. So let's make one more polygon in here, just to hold better. What? Yeah, gold. I clicked the gold material, and sometimes even I, Nico the Great, click at some areas. Okay, something interesting. If you click like this and you kind of miss your, you go back to the primitive, you probably have clicked on the timeline here. So click just on the last one and you will be back to not the primitive. And from here, I like to make it flat, so I go to clip curve, which is the shift brush, and now it's kind of flat. It's not the best, but probably it will work, we'll see. Now, let's press D to dynamically subdivide it, and then let's go to crease 2, crease it, 5. Not quite the baddest. Let's make it grayish, and let's just pull it so it's, oops, yeah, I'm pulling the 3D sketch now. Why? No, I don't know. But the sole of this shoe should be thicker, definitely, because now it's a bit thin. I made it too thin. Thin. Th. It's always difficult for me to to make this soft sounds. Our language, my language, is pretty harsh, like the Russian. Some people say, Russians, they say that Russian is a pretty soft language. It's like Germans to say that the German is pretty soft language. It's not exactly the softest, you know. Rammstein. Not the softest. Now you see I'm making the thickness of this a bit bigger because we wanted to match at least the thickness of the 3D Sketch one. So with the move brush I'm just moving it up here and there just to make it work. And probably I will be able to do so. My English is the best. Yeah. Let's do this. And what was I talking about? The softness of the German language and also the Russian. Я люблю тебя, девочка. Как тебя зовут? Как тебя зовут? Is what's your name? Как тебя зовут? How are you? How they call you? It's with translation by the word. How do they call you? Спасибо. Спасибо. Меня зовут Свинский Бут. This means my name is pig leg or something, yeah. Whatever. Let's continue. Here we don't need this harsh of an edge, so I will go and crease edge and just alt click on it so it's uncreased. I like it more, and I will increase also this edge. So oops, and this. And here I would like these edges to be creased, so we don't have this kind of a yeah. Okay, and I will crease also this edge. So I think now we have a pretty nice looking sole. Not yet, but yeah. When I say pretty nice, I mean relatively fine. It's not the worst. Yeah. So I will go to the 3D Sketch, by the way, and just kind of push the 3D Sketch sole a bit inward with a brush. With what brush, you will ask? You see, Claytubes brush. If you're watching on your phone, probably you won't see it because it's very tiny words here. But if you have a good eyesight, which you should have when you are young, although with these computers and telephones all the time, probably even young people have problems with their eyes. Absolutely normal in my opinion. Because I'm starting to have problems with my eyes because I'm spending like how many hours? Maybe all my awake time, almost all of it, I'm spending in front of the computer now. Yeah, computer is my kinda entertainment, my work, my source of news. I don't watch TV. Amazing. And the phone. Computer and the phone are the best things for me these days. These years, we may say. Okay, the soles are starting to get the best. Let's smooth it here and let's start making the upper part. So the upper part will be very hard to do, so we will just skip it. No, of course we will do it, but is, you know what is but? Yeah. So let's do it on parts. So first part will be this kind of a front part until here. Let's do this, guys. No, let's do this, guys. Let's take it and remove the mask because we had mask, and let's make it from here to here, and this area also, and also this, like this, and let's take this also. Yeah, I will show you why, but through here, around this. Okay, so now what I like to do is extract, accept, Control Shift click, del hidden, target polygon countdown, and zero measure, and now we have our top part of the shoe here in the front. We have some issues because it's a shoe. It's normal to have issues. If it was a pants, we'll have e-pants, but it's a shoe, issues. Absolutely normal things. I will just start moving the polygons around, and I will try to make a form in here, which when I zero mesh, the zero mesher will kind of accept this form. But let's see if it will happen. I mean, yeah, some kind of a squarish form here in the front. Here in the front we should have. Push it below this kind of a thing in here. Yes, because we will do this next. This kind of thing. And moving. You see how important it is to be able to rotate and scale your camera. Not scale, but you know, zoom in and out and rotate and everything. It's one of the most important things in ZBrush. But to do that, you need to practice a lot. But probably if you're watching this video, you're kind of a intermediate. Although I had a few students that were watching my videos that I did for Next Tooth Education or for Victory 3D, and most of them are advanced tutorials. I didn't make any kind of beginner tutorials for them. The beginner tutorial is mine. I did it for myself, the ZBrush one, but the idea is that I will increase the zero measure side. Not the side, but the target polygon count. I will zero measure. Let's see. A little bit better here in the front, although not the best, but I think it will do. So there was a guy or few guys maybe that are watching my video for, I think for the orc with the machine guns, the big orc, which by the way is one of my best models up to date, and it's for the course, which is pretty nice. But they were watching it since, but they are beginners, and they are just constantly kind of going to the internet, watching some other YouTube videos just for some stuff, some basic stuff that I don't show in these videos, in these courses, because they are for intermediate users. But there are people that are just jumping in the deep waters, and they, by the way, succeed. Because they managed to do something, and something that complicated, which is for an intermediate user who knows how to mask, how to hide geometry, how to do stuff. They do it with nothing, which is incredible. I mean, I admire those kind of people. So maybe there are people like this watching this course. You're awesome. And all the people that are watching this course are awesome because they want to improve. Yeah, if you're watching this course and also not just watching, if you're just watching this course and not doing your own character, you're not awesome. You're just nice. But if you're doing your own character, parallel what I'm doing, you're awesome. I love when people are doing their own versions of the characters that I do, or the same. I don't mind. And if they do it good, if it becomes something nice, it's perfectly good. I have to do some other guy tutorial, by the way, but I have to choose something that's very, very good. Some very, very good tutorial. And just try to replicate what the guy is doing. It's always nice to have different point of view. And to have the different point of view means that I have to watch a lot of other people courses or tutorials, which I kind of do sometimes. Yeah, in order to be a good teacher, you need to non-stop talking like me. No, the idea is that I say it all the time in my courses, but when I watch a course and the guy is just working without speaking, without talking anything, just silence and working, it's super boring. So I don't like that. I like always something to be said. And there's always useful information that the teacher can give you, or the guy who is kind of better than you because you're watching his course, or even if he's not better than you, he's definitely better than you in something. Maybe not in every possible way, but he's better than you than in hard surface. He's better than you in designing characters. He's better than you in anatomy. He's better than you in something. He may be not faster than you in ZBrush, which in my case is difficult. But I know people that are faster than me. I don't know them, but I've seen them in YouTube. I think Michael Pavlovich was one of them, I'm not sure. But he's like lightning fast. I was thinking I was fast until I saw his videos and I was like, okay, pendejo, you must be faster, vámonos. Okay. Yeah, I'm multi-language person. I speak a lot of languages. For example, I speak Spanish, like 100 words, I kind of understand. I don't know them, I cannot say them now, but I understand them. And I like the word pendejo. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure it's like cabrón, because cabrón I know what it means, but pendejo I'm not sure. Pendejo? But they use it like a loser or something, I'm not sure. But it's used, I think, with friends, like, yeah man, what's up? Pendejo, ¿qué pasa, pendejo? I think, I'm not sure, but some of you probably are Spanish speakers, which is absolutely normal because Spanish speakers are, if we don't count the Chinese speakers, Spanish speakers are the second largest group of language speakers in the world after the English speakers. So what I did now, until I spoken some bullshit in Spanish, I kind of masked this black area here. I make sure this is well masked, by the way, it doesn't matter that much. Extract, accept, Control-Shift-Click, del hidden, and now polygon countdown and zero measure. You know, this kind of thing. By the way, there are plugins for ZBrush that are doing this automatically. You just mask the area and press one button, and they are doing extract, accept, Control-Shift-Click, and del hidden, and all those things. Or they just extract with zero thickness, for example, which is also, or without double. But, you know, I'm used to this, so I'm old school. I just like to do it myself. And also, I am working with vintage ZBrush. I don't use plugins, except for Z plugins, which are coming with the ZBrush, which are obviously mandatory because you need a lot of things from there. For example, we need Transpose Master. This is essential for posing the mesh or doing some stuff after you have a lot of clothes and stuff. You have a lot of subtools. For example, now how many subtools we have? Let's see. How can we see? 35. We have 35 subtools now. I have a model here with 23, but those are all female bodies. I have a model here, which is, you see the teeth? It's a vampire, but I will not show it to you because, yeah, in the moment that I'm recording this video, the game is not released yet, so it's not a good idea to show it yet. Probably when you're watching this video, the game will be released, hopefully, but now it's not. So I'm smoothing here, I'm moving, and sometimes you will get this kind of a very big polygons at some areas. How can we avoid that? Let me try to show you how can we avoid this big polygons and then small polygons in other areas. Let's wait for ZBrush to make its thing, and let's go to Geometry tab, to ZRemesher, and now here, Adaptive Size. What adaptive size means, I will press Ctrl and hover it, and you can kind of read it, but the idea here is that adaptive size, if it's 50, the ZBrush will decide some polygons to be bigger, some polygons to be smaller. If adaptive size is 0, all the polygons should be the same size, almost. So ZBrush will try to make all the polygons the same size, which kind of works sometimes, but you see how it's a little bit, you know. So let's try to make it like 25. This is a little bit better, but for this we need a little bit more resolution, so I will target polygon count around 2.3, and let's ZRemesh again. And this is kind of better, except for those triangles here, which is bad. But yeah, it's kind of working. I don't love it, but I like it. And here, what I like to do when I have this kind of ending here, this is not a good ending. So I will either do this and then ZRemesh again to have it with better topology, which is working. And although, I mean, now the topology everywhere is better, which is amazing. Or I will delete the end polygons and just move those back. I will show you what I will do. So I will delete, oops. Let's go to this, select, delete those, they're hidden. Then I will move with the move brush those polygons in here. Yeah, if we can do it with ZRemesher and it happens to be okay, it's fine. And then I will go to ZModeler, because we need a curve here, add with insert, add 1 or 2 loops, and then move them up, and we'll be ready. Yeah, sometimes when I have problematic area, I just delete it and remake it again. Also, we can use the ZReTopo brush sometimes if we need, but most of the time it will not be necessary. Yeah, this area here is not good. I will try to ZRemesh again. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is a bit better, but I would like this to be continuous polyline, which we can achieve, by the way, with the ZModeler brush. But let's leave it for now like this, and we'll see if we will ever do it even. We'll see. So we have how much things we should do next. We should do this back part. We should do also this front part, and also this thing here and the metal part. So we have a few things to do, and then we have to refine all of them, and we will be done with the character as a whole. And then we will start the weapon, which will be amazing experience, I promise you, because I will talk non-stop in Chinese, in Mandarin, which is kind of Chinese, in Japan, in Japanese, arigato gozaimashita. And yeah, in Chinese I don't think I know something. I don't think I know anything. Maybe. No, I'm not sure. So, bye for now.